Otherwise, things will be weird. Especially since it's not even the fucking same genre. Okay. So we were gonna do stuff in Heritage Hill. Why specifically? Oh yeah, we needed to do that, which we were already. Yeah, okay, so we were doing stuff we needed. Get invited, right? Which how's Dominel hates us, so that's not a no-go. We're friends with the dozens, and the Knights of the Crucibles doesn't like that we are friendly with the dozens, so they can't really get us higher up. Gotcha. So that was the thing with that. That's to the White March. This had to do with her. This has to do with the army thing that we need to deal with. That has to do with the grieving mother. That has to do with Crackholz. That can't do anything there. That has to do with her. That has to do with just endless paths, and that has to do with Durance. Wayla, I just DCR in the Crucible Knights has had several of her novitiates standing guard outside her shield. That's why we're doing this, to see if they can maybe get more, or maybe we can have them like us more. This bounty was off in fucking Elmshore, which we can't get to yet. And this was the Blade of the Endless Paths, right? So we're doing Missing Sentries, and then I guess we can do the battle whenever we feel like it. We don't have to deal with that yet. I feel like that is needed. We need as much help as we can get, so that was why also, because if we can get... Dominel is just a lost cause, no point in doing that. But if we get the Crucible Knights to like us a little bit more, in general, maybe we can get support from them too, even though the dozens are there. Right, so we need to find the missing guards in Heritage Hill. We have a sprained wrist. Okay. Oh, there we go. I should probably rest. Why have I not rested? And yes, right now we had a better team comp. And I've already found all base game party members. Which are... Can I check that here somewhere? No, I probably can't. But yeah, none of the other ones. I mean, just we had the druid dude. We had the grieving mother, which she was a fucking... I want to say Chandler. That's not correct. It's not Chanter. It's the other thing. The Animancy class. I forget what the fuck it was called. But she was that, I believe. But she doesn't speak, so I don't necessarily like her. So we're not picking her. I guess we're keeping this like team. I might be an asshole and just shift out Sagani at some point for a created character. Like I might create another one and just replace her with it, with some class. We'll see, but a deer will keep Puggy now. I'll keep. She seems cool. She's a paladin. They have cool stuff. And since she's not the main character, whatchamacallit, affinity ship doesn't actually bother her. Hold on. I'll check. Okay. Tis nothing. Alright. Oh yeah, she had 2 swords. Why? They don't do any... So she has higher accuracy with this because it was a great sword, right? I'm pretty sure that's why, because she had things for that. Which will be, the fuck is it? Talents? Soldier. Yes, great swords. Extra accuracy. +6. Is that correct? Yes. Equipping this also gives her some fire resistance or extra fire resistance. Okay, well, they're mostly the same. What changes otherwise? It has higher accuracy against Kith. It's got slash and pierce damage. However, it also got some damage. It's got 35% damage, right? As crush, so it can do all three kind of. And then you have actually against beasts and damage against beasts. You got damage reduction bypass and also some corro damage. Well, alright, so against human creatures, well, I guess if we're against beasts, shift to Drake's spell, I don't know. We'll see. This has bypassing, so if we fight someone that's an annoying person that have a high armor class, maybe we'll shift it to that. You had the spear, which was special? No, it's not special. It's just that it had stuff for it. Which are good. They are very much good. I forgot then also that we had the wooden scarab, the fucking worm, and then the Adra scarab, which the Adra one deals tons of damage. I remember you had this, which definitely scales. It needs to do certain things. It looks like it will just be dealing damage probably in order to unlock it, possibly. Unless I can get enemies dazed. Cloud Piercer. What a fucking... Oh shit, grants jolting touch on critical hit. Oh, that's pretty neat. That's a good weapon you have. Pistol called Forgiveness. That's pretty neat. And it's got attack speed up, so that's pretty good. You're the spear, and you had this, right? Which is good. And we had this, which did war. Okay. I'm just refamiliarizing myself with our stuff. That's a melee weapon. You don't need that. Really, you don't need this war bow. Why you have this here, I don't know. I'm gonna unequip it. So you don't need it. I'm pretty fucking sure you don't. Actually. No, I think I know why. I know why. I know why you had that. Okay. Question though, could you use a different thing? That was just a standard ass war bow. Speed average. You could probably use something better. Dude, this inflicts damage over time. Probably don't want to use a pistol. Do you have something? Like, you got the rapid recovery, you got wear defender, line bonus knockdown. You don't have anything else, do you? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So then we shall give you... No. Probably this then? 1725 average. 1726 fast. 12-meter range. 12-meter range. 8-meter range. Yeah, longer range the better, I guess. Exceptional S-stock. Yeah. Just have this here, I guess. For those, you know, for cases in which he doesn't end up being in the front. So that I need, to use range. Okay, we're gonna rest. Cause, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have damage reduction. You are the tank, so you should have damage reduction. Heal multiplier, no. What's it that we're dealing with? Vessels, right? Because there's a bunch of fucking zombies. So actually against vessel should be fine. Damage reduction is so good. I'm I'm struggling to for why you should have anything else, but I mean it depends. If you're not in a situation where you need to, then maybe it isn't. And also maybe when you get higher survival, then you get to, because you have heal 2. So I'm guessing that's +2 to movement speed. Is this +20 to accuracy maybe? They just get better and better. But yeah, let's rest. Make sure everyone's healed up and no damaged limbs or anything. Deer wants to speak to me, apparently.
Hope I didn't seem ungrateful back there in the battlefield. And you went out of your way.
Oh, this continues? Okay, I was wondering. Or maybe it continues. I was wondering, like, this seems a bit sudden to end. You had a lot on your mind.
Got real close. Didn't expect that. You know, for a second, I thought I was gonna finally see some answers. Foolish, of course. And why should I get answers? There's a world of Aethasians out there, don't know if their god's been blown up. Still, man can't help looking back. Guess you'd know that well as anyone.
The deer stares off, focusing on some distant thing, unseen and unrealized.
I might have turned my back on my god when he needed me. That's all I'll ever know.
Did what you have to, what you had to. Even if Waidwen was Aothas, his actions were destructive.
His actions didn't seem righteous enough for a god. That's why me and Woden had Widewind figured for a pretender. It didn't occur to me that my god might actually mean to do harm to his own.
Oh, chess.
Something to think about, I guess.
Okay. Oh yes, I forgot we've fucking got access to 5th level spells. Oh, and then also, yeah, all the thing. Oh yeah, you don't get anything cool though. That's a little unfair, I feel. A little unfair, he doesn't get anything. Hey, you had that, that's pretty good. You have some things you get to use now.
I'm ready.
She got, what the fuck did she get? She just joined, I guess. I would have liked her to not have this, because I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but it's fine. Keeping those 2 active at all times. Sworn enemy, okay. Lay on hands, very strong ability. Heals a lot. That only lasts for 1 slice, I think.
Following your lead.
Either way, what did you even get? I forget. Oh yeah, you have stuff for... Oh yeah, I don't need any more than that because these require 4 phrases. So I only need to have that rotation.
Ready, Watcher.
You... I was gonna say, you don't have shit, but you have... Itamok has takedown, which
I'm here.
makes him useful at all. And then you got Spirit Shield, which you use immediately upon combat. Because there is no reason to not do that. Yeah, Torrent of Flame to cause things around you. I need to do this. I need to check what is what. So that's single target, so that's fine. This only target enemies and a single target. This affects everyone. It affects anything. Just AoE. This affects only foes. The miasma affects anyone. As I thought. This only you. This is a target spell. Curse of Blindness is a foe AoE, only on foes. Good to know. Slow, which is basically what I'm gonna call this, because that's what it is. It only affects enemies. This affects anything that it's in front of. Which I knew as well. This also is anything. And what the fuck did this do? Oh, this is blur. Gotcha. Yeah, this is blur. Pretty much does the same thing. It just lasts for the minute. Extra deflection reflects 50% of incoming hits. It's great. Yeah, very good. The tentacles, summon 3 tentacles, very cool. This amazing, targets everyone. So fucking good. This is this target and then around, and it's only foes. Yeah, only enemies. Essential Phantom. No, I did use that at some point, and yeah, then it attacks, causing 2 enemies hit by it. Yeah, it hits enemies and it deals damage to them. Creating that fucking spear. I don't know if I used that yet. I think I used that at one point. You summon that weapon. And it's pretty cool. Gives him some options for close combat. This affects target, and the beam applies the same effect as target. Affect anyone, right? Yeah, anything that is in the way. This only affects enemies. This affects anyone. This only affects enemies. Good. This freezing pillar only affects enemies. Good, good, good. And chain lightning is target and then affects only enemies. Fuck, chain lightning. I forgot I had that. Oh, it's such a strong ability. Blast of Frost, anyone, yeah. I don't like cone attacks because he's generally in the back line and these cone attacks reach pretty far. Well, flame, hazard AoE, yeah. Flame shield, confusion. Only enemies gets confused. Kind of funny, which was a 4th level. I think these are fine abilities for now. Rolling this is what? Target becomes paralyzed, affecting. Yeah, it's anyone close by. Yeah. Yep. Binding web. Well, that's just web, I believe it's called. Affects anyone. Okay.
Well,
Then all of my spells, but that will take too long because these are finished like sets of things. Oh, this one affects everyone, yeah. Alright.
Hey.
Let's look for the party. I got lost here. Or whatever. Even though we already dealt with this area, so I wonder how the fuck they lost them at all. What's that? Oh no. All this mausoleum. Where did this lead to? Oh, cool. This is where they are. Good. Oh, they're fuck me. Do I have to deal with another spirit? Jesus. All right. Well then. Oh, I mean, all we can do is. No, okay. What I'm gonna do.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah, divide them because they're gonna. Unless some asshole is gonna decide to go around. A woman turns when you enter. Her wide, pale eyes shine like lamps in the darkness of the tomb. 4 crucible knights hover nearby, their glazed expressions fixed on her. Reinforcements at last. I hope you've come armed because we've got to get out of here. Something about her seems hazy and insubstantial, even in the darkness of the tomb. And say that glowy blue lady is just. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're already dead. Her eyes grow cold and hard. You'd better explain yourself and quickly. You're ghosts, and you've been luring Crucible Knights to their deaths. He freezes in place, hovering in the air. No, that's impossible. It's only been... It can't be. The other side of the tomb is visible through her gaping mouth. She looks at her hands, seemingly for the first time, turning them in front of her. As her eyes and mouth widen in horror, she turns to you. What have you done to me? Her expression hardens, and the Crucible Knights behind her stir. Novitiates, attack! Cool, of course. Alright.
Where?
Yeah, good. They're going exactly how I planned this, okay? How long does this... Forever. Okie dokie. I could... Okay, wait. I need... Shit bollocks. Okay, she is there. These are not immune to anything. You are not immune to fear. That is your downfall, is it not? Unless you saved against that. You might have saved against that. That's unfortunate. You are not immune to blind. That means I will do that. Oh boy, I can barely see what the fuck is happening. Okay, she is right in front of me. Oh wow, that's really short range. Let's try that and see what happens. How can she be blind if she has no eyes? Well, I don't know, but she can. Alright, you're in front of them, you're dealing with them. Attack him, please. You just keep shooting. I do that, and everyone has turn. Stuff sure happens. She is blinded. Good. Okay, this is a faux AoE. Fantastic. So damage reduction. Just 4. What can I target with this? Oh, it's not that big. But I can target all of them. That's funny. Are you sure I'm terrified, but that doesn't mean nothing yet. Whoosh. Who did what? What was that? Frightening aura. What were those dragons? Okay, weird. He's dead. You target him now. That is only foes, yeah. You keep attacking. She is attacking him. It's very unfortunate. Actually, that potentially pushes her. I need to know whether or not I can get her to move away from... There we go. Okay. You can maybe disengage now. Yes, there we go. Fantastic. Okay. Disengaged, and now I can attack her. You two keep attacking you. You, yep, keep pelting her. Wounded shot. Does what specifically? Potentially hobbles. Can she be hobbled? No, she can't, but doesn't do anything else. It does 100% damage inflicted over time anyways. Holding target and inflicting raw damage over time, yeah. So I might as well shoot again. You can summon something. This is a foe AoE, nice. Oh, I can reduce damage reduction. I may as well. What's this? Paralyzes enemies. Ah, it's fine.
Ready, Watcher.
What happened? Jesus. What? Why did it get darker? Someone turned off the lights. Oh god, why are you targeting him now? Yeah, that doesn't do anything in that sense. You still have that on, good. Well, I guess keep doing that. You keep attacking. You guys keep doing your thing. You just shoot him. Good, she's down. Everyone target this guy now. He's apparently still enthralled. There we go. By the way, that was Liam doing some random grunting sound effects. I can tell. Oh,
All right then.
time to loot. Oh boy. Bunch of stuff. Just take all of their armor. Alright, that went well. Big to Wylon. Mm-hmm. Nice. I feel like my party became so much stronger just by having Algina in the team. Being able to have more or less 2 formed fighters is pretty good than 1 first fighters, yeah. Where the fuck? She was in the training room. Yes, there you are. Hello. Any news from Manager's Hill? Yes. Your guards were charmed by the spirit of a woman named Lyra. We got rid of her. Her tired eyes grow round. By the flame, you found her? My missing commander? She heaves a sigh and loses her gaze among the floor tiles. She was calling to the watch from beyond the grave? Doesn't make sense. But nothing in that accursed district does. Oh, but not... Okay, no. That wasn't a question. What happened to the soldiers under spell? Well... Oh, okay. Even better next time. No, don't, please. I'll just make my job harder. They didn't make it. I see. Nevertheless, thank you for your help. You've left me with as many questions as answers, but at least I know what happened to my troops and Commander Lyra. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Mage positive, Defiance Fate, moderate positive. Cool. 1,000 copper and experience. Alright, nice. Your nice came down with a sudden case of being in my way. Okay, what's our situation with them now? Defense Bay, hero, moderately good, cool. Somewhat good. Champion Deferred, hero, moderately good, nice. Dozens hero. I should be on the same good terms, so it was unfortunately terminal. What do you have to say? And nothing, gotcha. So, does this guy have anything to say now? Based on the fact that... Ooh, a locked chest! There's no way I'm...
Ready, Watcher.
hiding from them, right? Oh my god, there is. They're fucking blind. That's funny. Before we do anything like that. There's a hidden chest. I can't hold myself. I need to do it. I need to open it.
I've got this.
Okay. There we go.
It's done.
Sick. What's inside? Fucking nothing, probably. Fine warbow. You know what? I'll just let it be there, and I'll just take the experience from unlocking it. That's it.
Hey.
It's enough for me. Commander Cliver. How my business? No. Do I know anything about? No, I can't tell. Okay, so you're leaving in 2 days. Oh, drunkard. I need to... Right, I need to go back and deal with you. And... You're done in 1 day and... Okay, in 2 days. Okay, gotcha. Upgrades? So we're dealing with something? West Kern Wall, 6 hours. Oh, okay. Good, good. Yeah, we need to go back and speak to the drunkard. Locally rape. Yeah, I need to go back and tell him to fuck off, basically. But I'm on, and then we can check. Yeah, so we'll go back, check if we will get help from the Crucible Knights for the war, or I don't know if we can call it a war. The skirmish that is about to happen, whenever we decide that it should happen, against the noble that we pissed off because he's like, man, the place is mine. And I'm like, well, sort of, but sort of not. Canoa, pretty nice, under 2 hours, or 2 days. Good, good. And then the West Kern will also be done. Increasing security. Was this the noble that you started a war with? Yeah, it's the noble that was like, yo, this fucking fortress is mine paper wise, and then it's like, yeah, but I kind of was instrumental in taking it back at all, because it was just sitting there doing fuck all, and so it kind of is mine, sort of, but not really. But then he couldn't stomach the idea of giving me anything for the fact that I did that. And so he just kind of fucked off. So the dude was like, well, I mean, I would have given it to him, but he kind of just left. So I guess it is yours now. And then the dude is like, yeah, he's hiring a bunch of mercenaries, and he's coming. There's an army coming to fucking try and take it back by force. And it's like, oh, great, of course he is. The fucking idiot. Well, also beforehand he was fucking seeding in whispers of that I had just been terrorizing the local people around. Absolutely, I stole it from him. Yeah, right, and the fucking ogre as well. Ah, yeah, he's inside. Current, so we need to fix a new upgrade. What's the next one? Library can give lore bonus potentially. Artificer's Hall, rebuilding it will allow it to buy traps and receive a mechanics bonus. Training grounds, might. That'll be like +3, I believe. Hopefully. Thunder Garden. Generate random plant. And then these. You know what? Sure. They're cheap and they take little time. Just swaying in here. Yeah, hold on. I need to speak to Marshall. Let's talk about my army. What status am I? What special acts do I have available? A squad of arquebusiers from the 140 archers. Okay, the critical knights won't help me because the dozens are helping me, I guess. I sense. This from there about. Yeah. Well, either way, it's fine. Okay, what's with this douche? Hello, greetings, Lord Nick Tuska. I mean, I was hoping to talk to you. I'm in a spot of trouble. I can bet. I'll fucking doubt that I'll help you. Thing is, I worked up a few debts in Durford, and a few other places. More than a few. I haven't got the coin, my lord. I'd pay it off if I could. I was thinking, maybe you'd know of someone looking to hire on or something. I'm willing to work. Uh-huh. I'm not gonna fucking pay you. Oh, you can pay off your debt. Why should I trouble myself with a shiftless vagabond? You're wasting my time. Do I know? I never did learn much of a trade. What do you have in mind? In Blackberry Sanitarium, you can help her with her research. Ha! Hell yeah. Can't believe you turned this guy away after you've stolen this keep in the first place. No, fuck yeah. Yeah, we'll send him to the sanitarium and have him being a fucking test subject for the research. Hell yeah. Fucking test, you mean? Suppose that ought to pay well, at least, right? Yeah, go there. Have to deal with her. She gets some kind of test subjects. Ah, okay. Now then. We have a shattered blade and we have a hilt. Uh-huh. What else do I need? The pommel? Do they know what a sword is made out of? The crossguard? What is it that, what else did they want me to have? It's weird. Okay, but we can't access that. These are the things. That's the battle. We'll do the main mission, I guess, because we can do that. So we'll go to the dozen and talk about the hearing. Because yeah, I believe we tried talking with the Crucible Knights about it, but they went just be like, nah, you're friends with the dozen. We kind of can't really get in higher standing with you because of that. I'm like, okay.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Yeah? Okay. +3 resolve intellect, +2 survival, 3 perception, 3 dexterity. What the fuck do we want? Giving everyone perception is pretty cool. Or giving everyone resolve, because that could help a lot. Honestly, dexterity, because everyone will be much faster and have higher reflex than. That was direct. No, it's AoE. Let's go with Dex. (15, 16, 16, 13, 15, 18). Pretty good.
Hey.
Okay, so now we go back to first phase.
All right, then.
Gelade. Well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
But yeah, obviously. Or, well, I mean, put cannons on your up top. I'm sure that could help, but yeah, there's not really any point. Especially if it's already like a cliff. Okay. Oh, right, I can't fucking do that. Oh yeah, and then we had Durin's the cleric. I'm not a big fan. I mean, the cleric abilities are neat, but I don't know. I haven't ended up, and I don't end up using them too much. Cypher, that's what our fucking class was. And Druid, I don't need another one. So, yeah, until like DLC characters and whatnot show up, maybe. I forget if they're in the White March. Those like, I must they I think they are there because it's my what is it, White March Part 1 and 2. Yeah. So it is most likely there. First fires. Let's go. I don't know how many we get. I feel like it's at least 2. Well, that's just a guess. Three things happen. Near the Death Tent has sent word from the Deadfire Archipelago, thanking you for your role in giving her a fresh start. Cool. White Hollow courtyard pool constructed. Howling payday. There you go. More than you think, but less than you'd hope. Okay. Go all the way to the bottom. Fix the hearth. Okay.
Hey,
Gonna need more money. How much shit do I have to sell? No, too much, but we've just been running around doing whatever. I feel like this story thing is gonna oh, wait a minute. Are we on Act 1 or 2 at the moment? Either way, I'm pretty sure this thing also we can't actually do anything. Oh, we need to we need to actually talk to someone about the hearing first. No matter what, I'm pretty sure this will clear up the act that we are currently on. It feels like that, at least, because we have, you know, done the thing of find all the places that we needed to go, we've collected evidence, and then yada yada yada. Seems reasonable. That this is the last bit to clear up this act, specifically, whichever the fuck it is. I think it might be 2. Let's talk to this guy if he agrees, but I feel like he won't. Because, no, you're fucking friendly with the dominant or with the dozens. I'm like, yeah, and?
Indeed. Duke Avar looks to the knights for prudent counsel as well as defense.
Or
I
maybe?
suspect our future as a city and a nation will depend in no small part on how we handle this matter.
Oh no, maybe we can actually. Maybe it's just in general, like, we can't do it any higher missions. I need an audience. I'd like to attend the hearings. A guest of the knights? Doing your ties. No, there we go. That was the thing. Speak to the dozens. This is not the quickest way to do that. Go through here. Copper line. Many buttons. There we go. The level of difficulty influences what creatures and how many appear in combat. On the Path of the Damned and high level content scaling, optionally say in the White March, change the statistics of the creatures that appear. Oh, only how many? Oh, influences what creatures and how many? Oh, okay. Well, they have that many choices? Or, well, I mean, only like 3. Three that isn't the Path of the Damned or whatever. Hello. So that's not part of the animacy hearing at the Ducal Palace?
Someone's got to keep the blazing Crucible Knights from leading us all to ruin, and the Dominels certainly aren't doing their part. But Wolfgren's still a man of the people. He's always been sensible in other matters. He'll hear us out eventually.
What are your thoughts on Animancy? It'll be our downfall if we let it. Kith weren't meant to meddle in matters of the soul, and it's only fools that can't see it. Or troublemakers that won't. And I suspect we got more than a few of those vying the Duke's ear, cheats and frauds looking to profit from a disaster. How are the hearings going? Molly tells me it's a rough fight. The Duke's looking for any means he can to combat the legacy, and everyone knows the Knights are working on him in the background. As for Dominels, I can't tell what they're up to. Probably taking coin from the Knights and keep this whole farce going. I was hoping to attend the anime hearing with the dozens. It'd be good to have you there under our banner. Someone's got to convince the Duke to abandon this folly. The Duke will hear the truth about animacy. Casually nods your way. His eyes continue to flow from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? Nothing. Didn't actually answer anything or agree with him. Return to Branbury and speak to Lady Webb. Now that I'm formally invited to the animancy hearings, I should return to Lady Webb and update her on my progress. Right. Cool. Politics.
Do you still have family living in the Deerwood, Adair?
No, not these days. Parents left the country years back during the purges. I think about him a lot.
It's a shame you and your family suffered, even after the Saints' War ended. You Deerwoodens certainly have a knack for holding on to old grudges.
There we go. In case they decide to teleport me.
How fares your search?
If I'm going to do this for you, I think it's time you told me anything about Theos,
I've told you everything you need to know.
but not everything.
It's only right that you know everything. When I was younger,
Easily
before
convinced.
Dunreed Row, I had many suitors. These were fine-looking men of good stock, but I could see their thoughts, and they were unimpressive. Boys' thoughts. I toyed with their affections. I resented all of them. And then I met a man whose mind was a mystery to me. But he understood me. He knew me at a glance, told me things I didn't know about myself. He was neither handsome nor charming, but he was all I ever wanted.
Immediately disengages from conversation. Talk about Theos.
We made a game of my gift. He would ask me about people, and I would tell him what they were thinking. Sometimes the information was very sensitive. And then one day he asked me if I trusted him. I said I did. Next I knew I was donning a silver mask and swearing oaths to Woodica. Using my gift for the leaden key still felt like a game to me, so I did it. I did it because it pleased him.
But it didn't last.
I don't like living in the dark. It's a powerless, hopeless feeling. Every day I did things without knowing their purpose. Every day I loved a man without knowing his thoughts of me. I sensed that there were things he wanted to tell me. I sensed that he knew everything the leaden key was created to hide. But Theos was unyielding. One day I disappeared without a word. He would kill me for it, and I knew that. It's their rule. I just wanted to see him plunge the knife, because then I would know. But the day never came. He has left me to wonder. I have devoted my years to learning everything I could about him, in hopes I would find some clue as to who he really was, and why he felt he had to keep his secrets locked away. I have precious little to show for it. Just an old woman nagged by old thoughts. And that is truly everything I can tell you about Theos. I hope you will accept this embarrassing story as a show of my good faith.
Absolutely.
What of them?
Dozens have accepted me to their delegation. Wouldn't they allow a guest of Dunrid Row into the hearings?
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest. It seems our organization has a reputation for nosiness and manipulation, for whatever reason. It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
The Dozens have accepted me into their
Of
delegation.
all the groups, it is the Dozens that the Duke fears most.
Cool.
If you have their ear, you will most certainly have Avar's. You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the leaden key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for a special day. If you hurry back afterward, there may be a little left for you. Off with you. You're going to do very well in there.
Hey.
All right. Dun 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 dun. Question, am I gonna get intercepted by random people? Would-be assassins or something, maybe? Nope. But at least not yet.
Alof. Never before have I met an Adiran man so hesitant to speak his mind.
I'm not hesitant, I just, like...
I was saying... Interrupted their fucking talk, you asshole.
I'm not hesitant, I just,
Okay. 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 Fucking donked on. Oh god, can everyone just like move? There we go. Do you have anything that is interesting? Nope, I have everything. I guess I'll just take it. Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yoink. Where's the hearing at? Here? Place a reserve for you on the balcony. Go to the upper floor. Oh, for fuck's sake, okay. Wait. Oh, there, okay. I was like, where's the upper floor? But, okay. Received word from when you must be intending. Okay. What steps in? Hell yeah, everyone is here, except the fucking is outside. Duke Avar Wolfgren. The room below is animated amidst a heated debate. All the representative groups are easily discerned in the crowd. Crucible Knights, stiff in their noisy armor, sit in one section. In another are well-dressed members of House Dominel, casual, watching with a predator's interest. Still elsewhere are the ramshackle dozens, who have made no special effort to dress up for their liege lord. Interspersed are animancers in their academic robes with expressions either sour or concerned.
Well then, answer me this, Master Barash.
Great.
If you animancers represent our best hope to cure the legacy, what progress can you demonstrate?
Back of the chamber sits the Duke, sprawled in his throne, worn down but alert and feisty nonetheless. Voiced by Liam O'Brien.
Ramir de Barask is originally from Palminia. He's one of the finest minds in animancy to come out of the Valian Republics. He left for Defiance Bay 5 years ago, because he believed this was the true heart of animancy research.
Pelegina's words and the way she looks at her countrymen, you sense both pride and a mild sense of frustration.
As I've said, it isn't about progress, it's about potential.
My house would agree, Your Grace. We see great potential in its future.
And I suppose your blazing profits during the legacy don't have nothing to do with that, do they, Dominel? You can't have it both ways no more! Animancy goes, or this country goes!
So you admit, Master Barask, that animancy is no closer to stopping the legacy than it ever was.
No, we've had many promising experiments. Cadman Azo has shown...
Cadman Azo murdered a child. For a complete failure. We should be hanging him right now for what he done. The dozens won't stand for it.
There is no need. Master Azo recently passed the Shroud, and while the experiment failed, his work...
His work was sabotaged.
Ah, our new delegate from the dozens. What makes you say sabotage?
Like, why can't I lie? A rival anime skippers to me during. I met a false patient in Blackberry Sensory who had tampered with Azo's machinery. Let's just go with that.
The fuck's that even matter? These are people who would toy with the lives of our children.
Yeah.
Indeed. Even assuming there was sabotage, Is this Animancer Azo not still accountable here?
Oh, look at all these potentials I have. Hell yeah. I can go lore 5. This is not the Bale Reach incident. This is a responsible scientist who was manipulated. I have 2 identical. No, should be held innocent. Should be held guilty. Okay, there we go. Alice whispers between gritted teeth. How can you call him responsible? How can you call him responsible? You saw the state of Sanitarium.
Horseshit! These Animancers can't be trusted! Look at what happened in Heritage Hill! Our supposed protectors from Crucible Keep can't even clean up the messes Animancy leaves!
Are you sure this is your delegate, Adric?
You won't be for long making claims like that.
Get fucked.
Your Grace.
I don't give a shit.
We'd have a much easier time.
I'm
of it
here
if our
now and you
knights
can't
weren't
get
so
me out of here.
occupied trying to keep their organization from igniting a revolution on our very doorstep.
Heritage Hill is blood on your hands, Justiciar. You turn a blind eye and look what happens.
Crucible Knights are blameless here. This is not the workings of Animancy, but an ancient device in turn known as. Been on the hedge since quarantine, though the Knights were unable to control the damage. It's not Animancy, but an ancient machine that caused it. No, there we go.
You've some strange taste in travels, friend. The height of your tales expands with every breath.
You think some rotting corpse or volunteer guard could stand in my way? I earned my answers on it. My word is my oath. I challenge anyone here to find someone who knows different.
I had heard whispers of a new delegate set to attend today's hearing. I admit that your candor was mentioned more than once. Tell us what you saw in Heritage Hill.
Teir Noneth houses an Engwithan machine that holds dominion over the flow of souls. It was this machine that made the district undead. You think that was the machine's purpose, or just a dire side effect? But then why would the Engwithans build such a machine at all?
Even if it is as you say, we have testimony that a group of Animancers had been spending time there. Surely their tinkering had something to do with this.
Their presence doesn't prove cause. This testimony is not evidence, it is a guess.
Animancy has many enemies. You need only look around this room to see it.
You're missing the point! Everywhere there's Animancers, there's disaster!
Well, that's not... No, that's not how this works, buddy.
We all know what Widewind's legacy's really about.
No.
And it ain't about some sparkling saint from Creed Ceres who's mad because he took a stroll down the wrong bridge!
Well, it isn't.
It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals fucking with the natural order while the rest of us gotta suffer for it.
No.
Is it, though? Should we not take the time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean, what proof do we have?
I feel bad that I didn't, like, side with Dominel, because they seem to be reasonable. At least this person, she seems to be reasonable. I feel like I missed out. Not siding with them. However, they were the ones just decided to be annoyed with me just because I decided to kill their assassins.
My son and daughter are buried beneath the floor of my house. We don't own no land, so that's where we lay them. My son, my wife let him slip when she was bathing him. Got water in his lungs, he couldn't cough up. My daughter, we put her to bed one night, and the next morning she wasn't breathing. This Hollowborn thing, it ain't ending. And it ain't ending because we still let these charlatans play God. There's your proof, you damn copper fucker.
That's not proof. For sure.
Enough, Adric. Lady Dominel makes a point. If it's Animancy, then why do the other states that permit the practice not suffer the same fate?
Uh-huh.
Who among us can say he truly understands why the legacy has taken hold here?
I can. Crowd begins to mutter. The sound is taking a doubtful character. Wadewin's legacy is the creation of the Leaden Key. Cadman Oslo's downfall was their work, as was the tower in Heritage Hill. They want you to do this. They want Animancy to fall. I've seen them in the ruins of Air Glanfath, operating machines that disrupt and redirect the flow of souls, near towns like Gilledvale and Durford, where the legacy is universal. As a watcher, I've heard their dead confess their plot. They are stealing the souls of the unborn.
Beasts. Another lunatic at the hearing. Did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left, Master Barask?
Oh my god, there's a lot of choices I get to make. Shame you ordered by dismissing the truth before hearing a madam. I expect better from the noise. Okay. Your quips cannot change the truth. One more smart comment, just like that. Yeah, let's go with that.
You must know, friend, that the leaden key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. I'm not saying you're a liar. Not yet. But you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you.
What's more likely, that gods are destroying Deerwood for a science practiced in many parts of the world, or that a group of people hates animancy and wants it suppressed? The leaden key is very real. Why is deceptive? They're foreigners from... Oh, that's just lying. Yeah. What is this? Okay, I can see how this how they could understand this. Oh, honest 3. If you know anything about me, you know this. I've been called many things, but never a liar. An honest witness is the best piece of evidence you have in this matter.
The only piece of evidence.
The only piece of evidence that doesn't send your kind to the gallows, you mean?
You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this?
The Martyrs of the Dozens support my search for answers. Sure.
Though it would seem that not all of them were in on your investigation. Nevertheless, I am pleasantly surprised by their open-mindedness here.
I might have done a good listening by the fact that it's like, if I tell it's from them, maybe he'll listen more.
But these hearings are about more than Widewind's legacy, even though that is our most pressing concern. Let's say for the moment that I were to take you at your word that our friends in Brackenbury Sanitarium and their peers bear no responsibility for this curse upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position?
Oh boy, here's a bunch of answers. Would allow enemies to continue the work. They explore questions we all wish to understand. If we'd know more, perhaps this crisis could have been averted. Enemies should be studied in Deerwood. If you don't, someone else will, and they will wield great power over you. The enemies of Deerwood have been given too long a leash. The practice should be restricted and controlled. In truth, I'm not completely confident enemies. It doesn't have something to do with Winter's League. That's bullshit. Enemies to the... Okay. Well, we know that, like, this has nothing to do with animancy, or like it has to do with some constructed shit. Her face still fucking looks your way and subtly nods in approval. Alice shakes his head. Animators serve their own ambitions and their own purses. Giving them this power is like setting a child loose in an armory.
Very well. That is all I wish to hear.
Only though
Not
they
just
have
from you, but from everyone.
an opinion?
Many days we've been at this. It is time we put it to rest. I want to thank the delegations for helping me collect my thoughts. And our new delegate, who has warned us of a new possibility that must be looked into. The time has come to choose a direction for the Deerwood. I am ready to make my pronouncement. Ramir de Barash, representing the interests of animancers in Deerwood, step forward.
Your Grace.
Who's this?
It occurs to me now that my concerns about animancy may not outweigh its value.
No one saw that?
Forgive me, Your Grace. We will accept no judgment but our own.
Oh, good lord.
What's he doing?
No, wait!
Stop this at once!
Oh, everyone is really not perceptive. Like, at all, apparently. There we go, just kill him.
I've given you every chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end it for you?
You can certainly try.
Another time. I am already late.
Oh shit, I could have easily cast a lightning bolt. Just bam! Just fucking zapped him. The words, "Shall I end it for you," ring in your ears. You find yourself gasping for breath, struggling to keep your own balance. You drop to a knee and watch as Theos hurries out of the building. The world dims around you, and screams and clashing weapons fading to silence. All that remains are the words.
Shall I end it for you?
Theos stands at a pulpit, high above an assembly of robed onlookers, you among them, clustered around a wide circular pit carved of stone. He addressed a woman bound backward over a large iron wheel overlooking the great stone maw. Right. Many of the women's fingers and toes are severed, and the bottoms of her feet are charred black. The skin on one side of her face looks like melted candle wax, black and red and seeping, and the angle of her back suggests a spine in ruins. Yet for all that, her expression betrays little of her anguish.
I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you?
So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar your soul from passage, for it is beyond redemption.
He nods to a hooded attendant, who begins untying her from the wheel. Was granted dominion of the sleepers. You open your eyes to the beamed ceiling of the palace's grand entry hall. Clangs of metal striking metal waft in from outside alongside the cries of the injured as you staggered 2 feet. Theos is gone. Hey, you're alive. Can you move? We shouldn't stick around. When Deerwoodens get stirred up, they like to start burning things. Off to one side you can hear the clinking rustle of chainmail, and you look over to see a wounded guard slumped against the wall. He is trying to say something, seemingly directed at you, but at first it is too faint to hear. He gathers his breath and manages to rasp out a few words. Lady Webb, she's the only... She must be told. She'll know what to do. Please, find her. Tell her everything. The guard passes out and slides to the floor, still. This another ability that I got?
What is it?
Oh boy, it is. Ah, here. Which abilities? What is Dominion of the Sleep? Dominion of Sleep. Whoa! The Watcher peers into the sleeping memories of previous lives, drawing upon their power to enhance all of his or her attributes. I get +2 and everything for 26 seconds. Or actually, maybe more? Actually, do these? Yeah, they should be. Potentially. I mean, they... maybe not. Maybe this one is static. 26 seconds. Just +2 and everything. That's pretty rad. A supplicant has arrived from Twin Elms seeking 1,000 copies or an escort. If ignored, -4 proceeds. 3 days. My reputation with Twin Elms. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Oh, if ignored, minor reputation. Okay, negative. Gotcha. Send an escort? Send an escort, I guess. Who shall escort you? Okay, Luna can escort you. Okay, well. That's unfortunate.
Good.
Guess we need to go to Lady Web now. Don't go out there. They're rioting in the streets. Well. Let's deal with them then. Anyone who wants to attack me will get doomed. Oh boy. Oh, I'll just ignore you guys then. Yeah. I mean, they're guards fucking fighting commoners. It's not like I need to fight. Oh, that gate is locked. Or, well, I can't actually get that gate to begin with. Need to go there then. Yeah, it leads directly to Brackenbury, so yeah. Where are you? I use commoners. I'm just gonna ignore you. Don't need to fight you. You'll die in 2 seconds. Or 1. Great. Oh, boots. Animator's boots. Hey. I'll take those. Oh, you commoners are fucking stupid. Okay, well, this whole city has gone to shit. Yep, alright. No point doing anything. Dozens martyr. Oh, okay. Have there been people intruding in here? I'm gonna assume yes. Oh, what a surprise. Well, time to loot everybody.
Ready, Watcher.
Because apparently they will have money. So I might as well. No, dear.
I've got this. It's done. I've got this. It's
Just
done.
looting the place. It's not like they'll be using it. And I'm going to need it. Oh, okay. Well. She be
Let's
dead.
see this stubborn bastard. It's done.
Let's see what lies this way.
Okay. Lady Webb lies still in her bed, an ornate cushion propping her back upright. The blood pooled beneath a gash in her chest is tacky and nearly dry. Shattered glass. A shattered glass rests on the floor beneath her dangling hand. You can feel the faint aura of her fading essence in your ken. Okay. You make contact and are immersed in a torrent of sensory input and experience. When it calms, you find yourself in the same room, lying in bed with a glass of brandy in your hand. Through the walls from the streets outside come the sounds of screams and shattering glass and the cacophony of an angry mob. You take a sip and it warms your gullet. Across the room, the door opens behind a patient, steady push. Into the room walks Theos, the floorboards creaking beneath deliberate steps. You wait until the last of the brandy has trickled down your throat before you speak. I was
a fool to think I could tame these people.
You came closer than most.
A fine epitaph.
No worse than any.
You're concentrating, focusing with all of your energy. It feels as though you are diving into a stone wall over and over, but it cracks suddenly and unexpectedly, allowing the vaguest wisp of a thought to leak through.
What's in Twin Elms?
Did you pull that from my thoughts?
I've had time to practice.
Ah.
He walks over to a small table and raises a half-empty brandy bottle to eye level. He seems to approve of the selection and begins to reach for an empty glass.
I was saving that for someone.
Pity.
You replace the brandy bottle.
You know this is how it has to be.
You replace the brandy bottle on the table with care before approaching the bedside. He sits on the edge of the bed next to you. His words come freely, absent of all doubts. He draws a long curved knife from his belt, smeared with fresh blood. With his left hand, he gently pins your sternum as he raises the knife in the other, its point dangling above your heart.
Prove it.
Theo slips the knife between your ribs and pushes it through. Layers of tissue separate with brittle, papery stiffness, and blood wells up around the blade. A pulse of reflex causes you to drop your glass to the floor, and you hear it shatter. With the last of your strength, you take his knife hand in both of yours, and a question radiant in your mind. For an instant, to your great surprise, the pathway to his mind is left open to you, unguarded, and the answer comes, simple, cataclysmic in its reordering of your thoughts. As Lady Webb, you feel as though you have an answer you've searched for all your life, but in your own mind. Her understanding lies just beyond your reach. You look at Theos with the wide eyes of someone seeing for the first time, and draw your last breath as a black velvety darkness descends over you.
Smoke rises above the city walls in billowing plumes that blacken the sky like a storm. Behind the walls, the riots rage on. Known patrons of Animancy are forced into hiding as looters ransack their estates and make off with their possessions. Animancers are torn away from their families and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death in the streets. Word had spread immediately that Duke Avar had been assassinated, and that an Animancer was to blame. The city wasted little time in exacting revenge, and little effort into evaluating guilt. In the center of it all, Brackenberry Sanitarium burned. And down the lane, Hodred House, the last bastion of stability in the Deerwood, had fallen silent. Now safely outside the city gate, your path points eastward to Twin Elms, where Theos is bound, for reasons that remain mysterious as the leaden key itself.
Where the fuck is this? Oh. Right. This it is done. It's done and done. Cannot do anything with that. Cool. Great. The assassin at large. Right. Reach the Twin Elms. Right. I guess... Wait, can we even get help from the dozens now? doesn't matter. I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, as you cross the bridge, Alf draws up beside you. The fires of Defiance Bay cast a shivering, flickering light across one half of his face. The other is in darkness.
Something.
No, please stop. I need to tell you something. Go ahead.
Just about my motives for traveling with you up to this point. When I finished my training in Adir, I was introduced to an organization. All I knew was that they were opposed to the unchecked spread of animancy, and that they could guarantee me postings far away from the Seathwood my father and his Earl. At that time, it was enough. Hooded men, prudent teachers,
Okay, right.
the Leaden Key. Their rules were strict, but their guidance was clear. I sincerely believe they wanted to keep Kith from the folly of their own foolish ambitions. I came to the Deerwood a little over a year ago. My orders were to gather information on animancy in the region, months to receive my reports and issue new leads. She sent me to Gilded Vale to keep an eye on events surrounding the local lord, but I lost track of her shortly after that. I don't know if she was reassigned, killed, or sacrificed the way you saw. At the time you met me, I'd been on my own for a couple of months. With my superiors for months.
Okay.
And after that scrape with the locals, I was ready to get out of town. But then you mentioned that you'd survived that Beowick, and I thought you might be able to put me back on the Leaden Keys trail. What we found wasn't what I expected. I knew the Leaden Key was trying to stop animancy, but I didn't realize how far they'd gone. Murder, sabotage, abandoning entire districts to shambling horrors. And now the whole city is up in flames. But I know I've been following the wrong master. Please, accept my apology, and my service. Let me fight with you to stop Theos.
And what do you really expect us to do with this too-late confession? Trust you on your word?
Those are the same. I think he means it. Still feel kind of attached even with the betrayal. It's got this way of taking offense that I really like. Tough one.
Burden off my shoulders. Hey.
Plants. There we go. Alright. So we need to get to there, which we can get to through here, I believe. With this pathway. Because before there was water, but seemingly for some reason there should be no water there anymore, I believe. Well, let's go to, hold on. Was this fucking done? Yeah. Finish that up. I have stuff to sell, yeah. There's some stuff, which means that first go visit Canwa and reorganize, sell stuff and whatnot.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Mm-hmm. See, it was the curio shop. Oh. Everyone speaking.
Say what you want about Deer Woodens, but they haven't met the problem yet that they couldn't solve by killing some scapegoats.
You fight for people because you see something there that deserves defending. Even more so because someone you trust sees it too. Then you turn around and they do something like this, and the person who made you want to help them is gone. People never fail to disappoint without guidance. You weren't really fighting for all of them though. Doing what they think the gods want of them. Yeah, just the ones I like then. Maybe. It'd be nice if you got to choose. Tell the lowlives that if you die, it wouldn't be for their sorry eyes. Never thought I'd find myself missing the hospitality back home.
Hey. All right, then.
Gods keep you.
Oh. You sell that? Okay. Oh, right, yeah. Alright. Sell all of this shit. Here we go. Keeping all of the extra stuff. Oh, we got some boots. I need to see if someone can put those on and utilize it. Jolting touch. Damage reduction to shock. Interesting. I think if we can sell here, let's do this with item type. Sell the traps. Oh, we will definitely sell these things. I don't want them. Get out of here. Here we go. Ooze plasma, primal flame, rock. Vessel bone we have, binding copper. What we want?
I must say, I'm impressed.
So I'm just gonna say with what, but okay, we got what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finishing in 3 hours. Well, maybe we can do this if we wanted to. Survival, intellect, perception. You want perception, maybe? We want to strengthen intellect. That could be very funny. So we'll strengthen a lot of people in air effects. Well, actually, it's strengthened things for other people than just mages because of their effect duration and will in general. Resolve is kind of low amongst people. Let's go resolve. Oh. Have sleep at sight of deafening whispers assails you. Chipping away at your senses at your mind's understanding of itself. Their roar is louder with each passing night, their attacks more brazen, less confined to your subconscious. A familiar voice fights its way through the din, calling out to you.
Hey! Hey! You gotta stop it with that. I just about punched you to snap you out of it. You were saying things, but they weren't any words I ever heard. You were shaking so hard I thought you'd crack your spine.
Oh, well done. What happened to the bucket of cold water? He shrugs and looks away, concealing his smile poorly. What would I do without a friend to punch me?
Well, it's nice to feel needed. I'd have woke you sooner, but I thought it'd be nice for you to be able to close your eyes a bit. Folks don't last long without sleep. You're twitchy these days. Reminds me of Meyerwald more than I'd like. Anything I can do, you just let me know. We're close on this one. Hang on a little longer. We'll get you fixed up. Hey.
Okay, now that one is done. What's the next thing? So we got this for prestige. We should... Okay, so what's that? Prestige. Prestige. Security. Prestige. Security. Okay. Security and prestige. Constitution and athletics bonus. That seems very cool. That prestige, like, that was 2. Lore bonus. Only lore? Oh, we're going with this. This is Constitution and Athletics bonus, potentially. Very nice.
Hey.
Good. I wonder where these noises are supposed to come from, but... we'll... No, we don't need to do that. Well, hold on. We'll walk in first. We'll... I think it's time to face the fucking angry noble that decides to throw mercenaries at our face. And thinks that he can win. If there's a lot of enemies, I'm absolutely just gonna immediately start by sending out both scarabs and the worm, and then just use everything. Just activating this, just everything, just whop immediately. They won't win. I don't really care unless they're super strong, which maybe. But like what I have, like having this and then be able to like throw a fireball at them or slow. The fact that this only affects them. Yeah, how long of a... It's that size, and this has... I mean, that's pretty... It's pretty fucking ridiculous. I could just cause them to just go whoosh and then slow all of them. Oh, I can... Since I have max everything, I'll be destroying them. Oh yeah, I forgot that he had things. He can recall agony. And then arcane dampener if he wants to, and then he has scrolls as well. Scroll of Maelstrom. Fuck, yeah, this if I need to, I can just send this out. Which I don't think I need, but in case, he does have that. Oh, you can use escape, which... Right. What did you have? Only that and scroll paralysis. Very fun. Spirit shield. You had scroll defense. Boom. Oh, alright. And check. Yeah.
Well?
Alright then.
What type of fence? An offense. It's a little bit off, so it's an offense. Right. Oh, we shall save in front of his face then, and then next time we'll engage the noble in war / skirmish. I don't know. It highly depends on what his quote unquote army looks like. But since he'll be attacking, oh, what was that? No, you're right. We were marching off to a field. to Yenwood Field or whatever the fuck. To face him head on. Probably beat his ass. Well, yeah. We'll do that next time.